also, Brian's the main man himself.
The one and only.
Come on in, join us.
Thank you very much.
Hello, fellow leggers. You are joining us on a very busy street in London, the Strand. It's all kicking off here today.
Well, it's usually busy, but it's closed in one direction.
It is.
Due to the environmental Extinction Rebellion protests.
But however, we are here. Theatre is still happening in London.
Exactly.
And we're at the Savoy Theatre.
The show must go on, as they say, and we're here to see a musical based on the 20th highest grossing comedy movie of all time.
Wow.
And that's 9 to 5.
So stick around to hopefully see some interviews.
Yeah.
Hear all of our thoughts.
Find out how many stars.
And whether it's break a leg
or leg it.
Say the 20th highest grossing comedy films of all time.
Yep.
I've never seen it.
Nor me.
You haven't seen
Isn't
it either?
that terrible? I feel like bad gay.
I know the song 9 to 5 because it's one of the dance floor classics.
Yeah, it is.
Dolly
It's
Parton,
definitely
isn't
one
it?
to get a certain clientele up, is what I would say. You know, if you got that audience, you put on a bit of 9 to 5 and everyone's there rocking.
Everybody
handbags
loves 9
on
to
the
5.
floor, everyone's clicking. It is a classic. Now, as you may know, the songs from this are written by the star of that film,
Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton,
Okay.
who also wrote the 9 to 5 song, and which has become synonymous with this movie, right?
Okay.
I've got a fun fact for you. Can I go off? Can I go on a tangent?
We're going there.
Do you know this road just here outside the Savoy?
I know where this is going, yes.
Because it's a private road and
Yeah.
it's owned by the Americans because they own the Savoy. It's the only road in the UK where legally you have to drive on the other side of the street.
I know, fun fact.
Fun fact,
There you
though,
go.
we're full of them, we really are, guys. Anyway, 9 to 5, the musical. It premiered in 2008 in Los Angeles before transferring to the Marquee Theatre on Broadway in April 2009. The original Broadway production was directed by my favourite, Joe Mantello,
Oh, yes.
and had an all-star cast including Alison Janney, Stephanie J. Block, Megan Hilty and Mark Kudish. It was a critical success, earning 15 Drama Desk Award nominations and 4 Tony Award nominations, but it struggled to find an audience and closed after only 5 months.
Ouch.
I know, right? What an
a shame.
absolute tragedy.
Okay.
However, it went on to have success on a US tour and actually premiered in the UK with a UK tour back in 2012.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, well, fast forward to 2019 and a West End production is currently here at the Savoy Theatre. Originally it was for a limited run, but it's had such success it's now booking till May 2020.
So it's got to be good, right?
Well, you would hope so. Concurrently, it's also on a UK tour.
Wow.
At exactly the same time. So you could pick it up here or you could pick it up out on the road, whatever floats your boat.
Great.
Now, the cast here includes Caroline Sheen, Chelsea Halfpenny, Natalie McQueen, but also British legends, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Conley.
I love Brian Conley. Talk about legend.
Brian Conley is a
of
legend.
TV and stage.
Yeah.
He did Al Jolson for years and years
He
and
was
years.
Olivier nominated for Jolson.
It's great.
Yep. And also, I mean, God, my heart swells when I think of this performer, Bonnie Langford.
Bonnie Langford.
Another
oh my
legend.
Goodness. Rumpelteazer, original Rumpelteazer. Was
She
it Mungo
is.
Cherry? One of them.
She did
in Cats.
42nd Street
Yeah.
recently, and
What is she famous for?
She's famous for her right leg, ladies and gentlemen. Like that, her right leg is.
It lives here somewhere.
It does
by
live
the side
up
of her
here,
face.
and that's what she's most famous for.
And she's
in my book, anyway.
Fantastic character actress as well. Great vocalist.
She is. Now, if you don't know, the story remains true to the movie as 3 workmates are pushed to boiling point by their sexist, egotistical boss, concocting a plan to kidnap and turn the tables on their despicable manager to reform their office. That is until the company's CEO pays an unexpected visit and threatens to unravel their events.
Okay. I'm interested to see what happens.
2 acts, 2.5 hours or so. It's a full-fledged musical, so stick around for our 30-second interval breakdown.
And to the end to hear all of our thoughts and find out how many stars and listen in for any further interviews. It's the interval, which means it's time for the Break-a-Leggers
30-second interval breakdown.
go.
What do you think?
So
Let's
far?
start with you.
I'm enjoying it. There's very high energy, some nice ensemble dancing. The story isn't going where I thought it was going to go, so I'm enjoying the story. Strong characters. The leads are funny. How about you?
I've got to say, I'm not like loving it, but what I am doing is smiling. It's just pure entertainment. It's campy, it's cheap, and my God, one of the biggest thrills of my theatrical life was seeing Bonnie Langford perform. She is a sensation. I almost stood. Well, another work day is over here at 9 to 5 the musical. And
Another
was
work
it
day.
enough to drive you crazy if you let it? That's what I want to know.
I had a fun time.
Yeah?
I was smiling from ear to ear.
Me too.
I didn't know the story, and now I do. It's a lot
Real?
of fun. I didn't know as well. It's actually got Dolly Parton in it.
It has got Dolly Parton in it,
It's actually
albeit
got her in it.
albeit pre-recorded. We shouldn't. Dolly's not appearing live at these performances,
But
she's an integral part
she's
of
an integral part,
the
yeah.
cast, which is really weird.
I didn't know, and I thought it was a lot of fun, really well integrated. I thought it was a fun piece.
Yes.
Brought to life by some great cast members. The stalwarts, shall I say, of the theatre really drove the comedy home.
Yes.
How about you? How did you find it?
Yeah, I mean, I just had a good, fun, carefree night out. For your ticket price, you want to forget the stresses of deal or no deal Brexit, don't you? And I think
So we have at the moment.
and I think this is
Stresses.
this is-
London coming to a standstill.
yeah. I want
busy.
to. I forget about
What's
it.
gonna happen?
Forget about what's going to make you
wanna
forget
be
about
taken
it.
away.
9 to 5 the musical, because it's just so campy. It's a classic. It's fun. The songs are kind of catchy, typical Dolly Parton pop songs. She knows how to write a kind of toe-tapping tune, is what I would say.
She does, and they're well orchestrated for musical theatre audience with the ensemble sing as well. So it's the songs 9 to 5, but then ramped up in their orchestration. They build, and the vocals coming here, there, and everywhere.
Do you know what I think is
So-
actually quite tragic? In the fact that it's from 1980, right? It's more than 30. It's what? How old's that? It's nearly 40 years of age, right?
Oh my goodness!
And yet,
it so is.
And yet, women are still fighting for equality, for equal pay. And I mean, God damn it, guys! I mean, and come on, lads. Who run the world now? Girls.
Girls.
And this is a show that puts women on the map and is still saying, yo,
Yeah.
guys, we're still here and we're not going to be walked all over anymore. And it's been too bloody long, and I think we're on the cusp of change now.
And there's a lot of pieces that are doing that, and
There
are
are.
saying that are beginning to take note of that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking what we saw just here recently was Amelia, for
Yes.
example, Six,
Yes.
for example. Yes, taking different spins and ownership, I think, and
Yeah.
recognition.
Yeah.
And this is another one of those pieces, girl power.
But
absolutely.
it's very knowing in so much as it's saying the time has come and gone now, guys. We're overdue here,
Yeah.
because this was saying those things 40 damn years ago. And I just like those touches of sort of nods to the now about Donald Trump and about men in power and how they've, and they're taking advantage of women. It's just very current, even though it's 40 years old, in inverted commas.
So the story, the narrative is as relevant now, really.
Uh-huh.
It moves really well. Women in the workplace trying to gain power.
Yeah.
Good thumbs up.
Absolutely. Let's
So-
move on to some of the cast. Now, must say,
Oh, okay.
understudies.
Oh yeah, we had a couple of leads.
We
couple of the leads
did.
were understudies
We
today.
had Rhiannon Drummond as Judy on tonight.
What a fantastic voice!
Oh my God, I could listen to her all
Like-
day. What she gives from here, from the heart, from the chest, and to her larynx is second to none. She is booming out. Belt of the year.
We had a second understudy, and that was
Jenny Legg was playing the role of Violet tonight. And
she was
I thought she
great.
was absolutely phenomenal. I really, really liked her.
Yes, she suited the role really well. She was so. What I loved about it was she was so comfortable in the part. This didn't feel as if it was an understudy part. I would have bought this being her role.
Yes.
Which is when you know they're doing it right.
Absolutely, and she was doing it right for all of us tonight. Let's move on to Natalie McQueen in the role of Doralee. I think it's difficult when you're going into such an iconic role, and Dolly, no one does Dolly like Dolly, and even though
Such a
Dolly,
character,
yeah,
so
even though
distinctive.
Dolly played Doralee in the film, she's Dolly Parton. Like, there's she's never going to be a Hamlet, is she? Do you know what I mean?
Who are we talking about?
She's never going to be a King Lear. You know,
Dolly Parton.
But she's always no one's going to do Dolly better than Dolly. She's played a character her entire life, right?
Right. Okay.
And she does a Dolly, which is a real skill.
Okay.
Like, an absolute skill.
I thought Natalie was absolutely fantastic. I thought she has such a beautiful, clear, crisp country voice. As she soared in the three harmonies, she was absolutely brilliant, I thought. That's all I have to say.
Great. Let's move on to the big guns now, the stalwarts of London theatre. Brian Conley as Franklin Hart Jr.
He was basically Brian Conley.
But he's comic
he
timing,
is doing Brian
right?
Lee Conley, but Brian Conley is a master of comic timing.
He is.
I think he's done probably pantomime since he was in Nappies. He's done comedy since he was coming out of junior school. He's just got it all. He can set it all. He knows how to do it.
But what
and
people
everyone was creased up.
But what people might not know about him is what a fantastic vocalist he is.
Now I do know this because I've seen him in many a Royal Variety performance where he sings, and that's what got me firstly into musical theatre, I think.
Wow.
Some of that early stuff, seeing him on stage opening Royal Variety performances, they used to do these big set pieces. He's amazing. And he did Jolson. You say he was nominated for Olivier?
Yeah.
His vocal tone is just beautiful. So, it's like being wrapped up. That's for me.
I think even knowing that, it still for me came as a bit of a surprise. Like I knew
To
he was a
actually
singer,
hear him
but
live.
to see him live and to be that competent at so many individual skills, he's a fantastic actor. He's got impeccable comic timing. He's a great singer. He can even move a bit as well. And I just loved watching a master at work.
It was a master at work.
Talk about a master at work. My God, can we bow down a second? And because she's down here. She's down here.
You'll have to see our stay tuned to the end to see our little interview later.
Pocket rocket Bonnie Langford.
Yes.
Wow.
Now she's got some great stuff to work with because her character is set up really well to be this timid secretary. So when she finally lets her hair down, rips open her garment to reveal this real sexy piece,
lingerie,
and then to lift those legs to where they shouldn't go. We as an audience are just like, wow, we've been carried on that journey. So it's set up to work.
I don't want to focus in on her age here, but she moves like a 21-year-old.
She moves the others off the stage.
A figure that most people would kill for. And in terms of an actress vocalist, I mean, she's been in the business. She won Opportunity Knocks when she was 6, right? She has been in the business.
She's in Gypsy age 10 going over to Broadway.
For half a century.
Yeah.
And all that experience in this part, in this role, it shines out of her. It shines like the sun, in fact. There's a show bit of tidbit for you.
There's a reason why she's worked and worked.
Break a Legger's nomination, 2019, Best Supporting Actress in a Musical, Bonnie Langford as Rosie 9 to 5.
Holla.
If there's one reason to see this show, it's her.
And it's early in the show as well, so you won't be disappointed.
You absolutely won't be disappointed. Let's. Do you want to talk about creatives at all?
I loved the set.
Yeah.
I thought this playing with perspectives, because looking at the stage, it's not a huge stage, Leggers.
No.
The Savoy. So the ensemble are doing a lot. They fill it. So there's nice stuff with perspective in terms of the set. I thought the choreography was really exciting. It moved a lot in terms of this office environment. So a really talented ensemble company, vocally and dancing.
Lisa Stevens choreography, Tom Rogers design.
Yep.
Also video design and Nina Dunn. There was a lot of video.
Really good video design as well. Whole back panel that was moving. Screens here, there and everywhere. A nice big clock piece as well. Like the technical elements of this are great.
Yeah, it's what you want from a West End show in terms of bells and whistles, in terms of putting on and seeing where your money's going.
Absolutely.
I feel like I've seen where my money's gone.
I feel as if you see it and you get it for this.
Talking about money, we must thank Simon Raw PR who invited us along tonight.
Thank you very much for inviting us along, because we wouldn't necessarily get to see this, because theatre can be expensive.
It can.
And big shows like this are expensive, so thank you very much. Very nice of you to do so.
And imagine on the road this isn't that different, because I think they could pick this set up and take it around with them.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, let's wrap it up.
I guess you're probably wondering how many stars we're going to give 9 to 5 playing here at the Savoy, but before we do, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.
Yeah, hit like, let us know you're there, leave us a comment.
Dislike.
Yeah, be something, don't be nothing.
And this has been around for a while,
Yeah.
and it's out on tour, so I'm sure many of you leggers have seen it, so let us know what you think as well. But here's what we think.
For 95 the Musical, we are going to give...
4 stars for this piece.
Yeah, great, feel good. It's not gonna like rock your world, guys, but I think it's definitely one for the gals and gays. Is what I would
think
say.
it's one for everyone. I saw
Maybe
a lot
not
of
the
people having good
13s.
fun. Even well, yeah,
It's a
okay.
bit
There's
sexy.
bondage, there's S&M,
Ooh.
there's language,
Ooh.
but it's
There's drugs.
It's fruity and it's
It's sort of
tongue-in-cheek.
because it's campy. It gets away with so
Campy,
much.
absolutely,
It really does.
gets away with it.
Yeah.
So I had a good time.
And that's just what I think.
Totally, just what I think.
What do you think? We'd love to hear from you. Let us know down below.
It's only.
There it is,
Oh,
guys.
that's-
You've
it's
seen
right
it
by the
up
face.
close and personal.
It is the cast of 9 to 5.
Hi.
Yeah. Isn't this amazing?
The
We've got
other
some quick
name.
questions for you, Lego.
Yeah, so I was thinking, guys, if you weren't here 8 times a week, what would your ideal 9 to 5 be and why?
No pressure.
No
I've never had
Ideal
a
9 to 5.
I'd be
What would
unemployed.
it be?
Be unemployed.
Yeah.
You'd
I
own
know.
the
You
unemployment.
couldn't do anything
This
else.
is the
I always wanted to be a
passion.
stunt pilot.
A
stunt
stunt pilot.
pilot.
That
We
is
have a winner.
an epic 9 to
I
5,
work in
to be
a
honest.
coffee shop and drink all the coffee.
Yeah. Or a pub.
Bit of a coffee
Or a
freak.
pub.
I like to
Alcohol
work
in
at
the pub.
Cadbury's.
Bonnie is taller than this. She's
Yeah,
crouching
Bonnie,
down.
you're short already, Bonnie. You don't need to
There we
crouch
go.
that much.
Let's ultrasize.
Also,
we
Brian's
only
the
have-
main man himself.
It's the
Hi,
one and
everybody.
only.
Come
Come
on
in,
in,
Brian.
join us.
Thank you very
So,
much.
one more
Brian.
question for you.
Yes.
If you could sell it to those lot, why should they come and see 9 to 5?
It's amazing. Feel
Bonnie,
good
what have you
show.
done there? People are going to talk.
Got amazing singers, dancers, actors, flexibility.
It's a laugh, ladies and gentlemen.
It's fun.
It has a
Yeah.
wonderful
lot of
story,
laughs,
You're
yeah.
guaranteed an amazing time.
and they are wonderful songs, all written by Dolly Parton.
She's up and coming.
Indeed.
You've given her a voice, ladies. Thank you so much
Thank
for a
you.
wonderful
Thank you for joining us
evening.
briefly. Go and get changed. We'll catch you again soon. Bye.